Welcome inside J&G Homes Arena, and welcome back to the Brandon Source for Sports AAA Hockey Challenge Gold Medal Sunday. My name is Chris Falkavich. You can call me Falco. Okay, everybody else does. It's just easier that way. I appreciate you tuning on into the broadcast here. We are broadcasting live from J&G Homes Arena. We have got a great crew here. We have got Sean, Seth in the broadcast booth, and some color commentary here with my son, Jude Falkavich. Jude, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today?
We are doing awesome, aren't we? This Gold Medal Sunday continues as we get set for the Manitoba Summit taking on the Wheatland Wild. Now, how did these two teams get here? Well, Manitoba Summit, a perfect 4-0 record so far in this tournament. Meanwhile, Wheatland, they got one blemish. They are sitting at 3-1, although they are riding a 3-game win streak coming into this game. Goals for. It has been a story of Manitoba Summit finding the back of the net a lot here so far this tournament. 15 goals for compared to just 5.5 for the Wheatland Wild. We're going to have to find a way to get some production if they're going to want to keep up here. Goals against, a stellar 0.75 for the Manitoba Summit. Less than one goal allowed per game. Meanwhile, Wheatland Wild sitting at 4.5. Your leaders as we head into this one. Manitoba Summit being led by number 44, Caden Katchen. Katchen has 21 points in 4 games played, 10 goals, 11 assists. Not the leading goal scorer, though. That goes to Rowan Fraser, number 15 for Manitoba. 13 goals, 4 assists for 17 points. Rounding out the top 5 leaders for Manitoba Summit, number 7, Banks Mueller, number 87, Lucan Vandeham, and number 3, Wilder Workington. Meanwhile, Manitoba Summit goaltender Paxton Stewart, a perfect 4-0 record with that stellar .75 goals against average. On the other side of the ice, the Wheatland Wild, their top 5 goal scorers through 4 games played. Caleb Swarita. Caleb is sitting at 6 goals, 1 assist for 7 points. Tied for 7 points is number 87, Paxton Hegedus, 4 goals, 3 assists. Ashton Swarita is at 1 goal, 5 assists for 6 points. Rounding off the top 5, Wesley Kinoshita and Oliver Renard. The goaltender for the Wheatland Wild will be number 29, Noel Sobolski, sitting at a 3-1 record with a 4.5 goals against average. AAA Hockey Challenge here in Brandon, Manitoba is brought to you. The title sponsor, Brandon Source for Sports. Incredible people over there. If you're looking for anything to do with sports locally, make sure it's at Brandon Source for Sports. Our MVP sponsors, a big thank you to Little Italy Pizzeria, Shanks Driving Range and Grill, Wayback Burger, Santa Lucia Pizza, the City of Brandon, and the incredible Keystone Center. Our corporate partners for the tournament, 2112 Hockey Group, CHFA, College Hockey Family Advisor, BDNB.ca, Wendy's, the Wendy's Winter and Wendy's Summer Hockey League. And, of course, our hotel partners, incredible support. All these teams got to have some place to stay here in town. Best Western Plus, Canad Inns, Vic Inn, Clarion, Days Inn, and Holiday Inn Express. We cannot do this without all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of them. As we get set now, Gold Medal Sunday continues. It's the 2018 division sponsored by Precision Toyota. It's Manitoba Summit. Wheatland Wild. Face-off underway. Right off the bat, we're coming back down here into the Manitoba Summit zone. Going around the net and making a pass up. That's number 3, Wilder Workington. Up number 15, Rowan Fraser. Fraser past the center line. Just rubbed off the puck there. Wheatland Wild now take over control. Back down deep behind their own net. Make a pass up along the boards. Stays in the zone briefly. Now we're going to have a almost break chance, but no, a nice defensive play. A battle here for the puck. Great little battle there between the two teams. Almost had a breakaway chance. Instead, Summit holding their own defensively. Now with the puck down in their zone. Through the faceoff dot to the left of the goaltender. Now it goes over to the far side. That puck played down in deep along the boards. Summit trying to make a move there right to left. Little body contact, nothing major, just playing hard for the puck. As that puck continues to be ping-ponged amongst the players there. Now picked up with some speed from Manitoba Summit, making a move there. That was number 15, Rowan Fraser. Getting a shot attempt right there. Wilder Workington just unable to do so. Gets deflected in front. Now that puck comes back all the way down near the blue line of Manitoba Summit. They'll play it up. Crossing over the line. Workington making his way in. Some room, some time. Shoots it up high. That one goes into the far boards. Now picked up again with some speed from Manitoba Summit. Got some wheels on the skates there already this morning. Finding some time and space. The Wheatland Wild doing a great job themselves, trying to limit that. Here now, skating up near the center of the ice, makes a turn towards the boards. Couldn't get around the second defender. That one now turned over. Manitoba Summit had an opportunity. Instead, the puck gets flipped back over to the Wheatland Wild now, trying to get out of their own zone. They're able to do so, but do not have control of the puck. That one now at the neutral zone. Wheatland Wild able to flip it down in along the boards. Good hard battle for the puck there amongst those two players. That was number 94, Bryson Wyenzek, with a nice hard play with number 15, Rowan Fraser. There's the pass going just outside the stretch hand of Paxton Hagedis. Here comes the puck down now, and the puck rather back down into the Summit zone. Goes across the crease, behind the net, and moving its way up. That's Caden Katchen. Caden Katchen, defenseman, plays it off the boards, flips it down into the zone, where Wheatland Wild will now pick it up. Down beneath their old goal line. Flip it up. Turned over, though. Summit now with the puck. Flipping it out, believe that was Banks Mayer. A little flip-in attempt right there. As that puck now comes back up towards the middle of the ice, the blue line. Nice little move there, but nowhere to go looking at for Wheatland Wild. Instead, the puck tries to get dumped back down. Now picked up from the Wild, who should have some time and the space to get it out of here. They do. Although throw the puck down near the blue line, now picked up again from Manitoba Summit. Maintain control. 4 minutes played here in this first period. As we got a nice little move there, making his way around a defender. That's number 44, Caden Katchen. Good defensive play right there, though. Knox Hodgson from Wheatland Wild, knocking that puck loose. A battle for it. Wild, they're going to pick it up now. They crossed the center line. Got some speed. Got some room here on the side. Tries the backhanded pass out in front, and it's going to find its way through. Wheatland Wild score! Nice little move. And just like that, you know, Jude, they tell you, it's always pays to put a puck on the net.
This is very true. Most of the goals I've scored in my career were just from standing out front of the net, and, you know, that's where the goals come from.
That was a nice pass to get out there, out in front. It appeared to be looking for the pass, but that puck found its way in. A great play there. 1-0, Wheatland Wild. As we get the call from our in-arena announcer, Sean Alexander.
Wheatland Wild goal scored by number 86, Wesley Kinoshita. That goal is unassisted. Time of that goal, 10:35. Kinoshita unassisted at the 10:35 mark of the first period.
We have ourselves our first goal of the game. It's the Wheatland Wild. And Wesley Kinoshita. A smart play there. Here's the puck now. Now deep in the Wild zone. Manitoba Summit looking to get right back on it here. There's a shot. That one ricochets out in front. Not sure if the goalie even saw that one or if it just got deflected. Now it's back behind the line. Summit on the puck. Try to center it out. That was a great play. Very smart. Unfortunately, nobody was there for it. It gets picked up from the Wild, who now clear it out. It's a race for the puck. Might have a chance at a breakaway here. Great stick check there to hold it, the play. I believe they are calling it a penalty. I didn't know if it was going to be called a penalty shot or not after that. I guess the call was not made by the front ref, rather the back ref, which is why I missed the hand up. And just like that, we have now got our first power play of the game. This one for the Wheatland Wild. It's number 93, Dason Henderson, with the penalty.
Manitoba Summit penalty, number 93.
Here's the puck now. It's in the Wild zone. Picked up from the Summit. He shoots, he scores! Short-handed marker. That did not take long. Short-handed Manitoba Summit with a great play.
It's 4.
There's still a minute 41 left here on the power play. Just 19 seconds into the penalty kill, and it's a short-handed marker. As we'll get the goal call from our in-arena PA voice, Sean Alexander.
Manitoba Summit goal hit scored by number 15, Rowan Fraser. Assist to number 8, Thomas Fair. Time of that shorthanded goal, 9:03. That's Fraser from Fair, shorthanded at the 9:03 mark of the first period.
1-1 the score here. Wheatland Wild, Manitoba Summit. There's a shot and a save. We'll have a face-off here coming in the Manitoba Summit zone. 54 seconds remaining on the penalty. Face off here to the glove side of the goaltender. Again, if you're just tuning in, you missed the pregame. The Manitoba Summit and the goaltender, Paxton Stewart, an incredible .75 goals against average. Has not allowed more than a goal in a game. And here we are at 1-1 in the first period. Puck now battle beneath the goal line. Wheatland Wild tried to center it there, but nobody. Back up near the blue line. Defenseman will keep it back in, down deep. There's the Summits. Number 98, Lawson Kyle with it. That puck now rebounds off the boards, kept into the Summit zone. Back down deep. Wild maintaining possession. Passing back along the boards to one another. Nice chance there. Picked up, though, from Wilder Workington with the Summit. Found no room to go in between three players there. And now we're going to have an offside called. Pretty good pace for this age group so far, Jude.
I'd very much agree. It's been fast. It's been good. Wheatland really showing some great defense here. Despite giving up the shorthanded goal, they're staying hard on the puck. And even before the power play they had, you've seen them very strong in their own zone, getting the puck out, and it's caused a lot of opportunities for themselves. And, you know, I really think this is going to turn out really good for them.
And they're just so young. All this great experience that they're getting from playing in a game like this. It is the 2018 division gold medal game here at the Brandon Source for Sports AAA Hockey Challenge. Face-off going to be coming just outside the zone of the Manitoba Summit. We appreciate tuning in and listening/watching from wherever you are. I know obviously the whole point of these streams is to bring everybody together to watch these kids from, no matter where you are. Last game we had people commenting that they were listening from Mexico. Wherever you're listening from, if you have a YouTube account, feel free to drop in the comments below. We'd love to know where you are listening and who you're supporting. As we got the Wheatland Wild and Manitoba Summit. It's game 2 of 4 gold medal games here today. We're broadcasting at G&G Homes Arena. as this one is a 1-1 game. Summit with the puck, crossing the center line. Lots of speed heading into the Wild zone. A nice move right to left, and a big shot. Lots of power there. Caden Katchen. And an even better save. Wheatland Wild goaltender, Noel Sobolski, making a great save there. That was a tough shot from Katchen. There's a face-off win and a shot. That one went just wide of the net. A good chance for the Summit there. Tried to be clear from the Wild. Kept in, however. Manitoba with it along the blue line. Nice pass going D to D. That's Colehart with it. Colehart passes it over to number 98, Lawson Kyle. That one now dumped down. Arm up if it has the distance, and it will not. They will wave off icing here. Puck now deep in Manitoba zone. Make a turn at the blue line, coming up crossing center. Manitoba Summit onside. Puck goes down deep, and that will be covered right there from Sobolski.
Action is really going both ways this game. You're getting so many chances from Wheatland, and then the same thing from Manitoba there. It's just back and forth, and it's really entertaining, especially for an age group like this.
Definitely, so far. A lot of level of compete at this age with these kids. Of course, like anything, Jude, you know this. All I've ever said is work hard and have fun. And I think the kids here are doing just that here today. They're definitely working hard. As the puck gets cycled around inside the Wild zone, it's the Summit with it. Nice passing plays around here, finding the open man. There's a shot going towards the net. Ricochets off a couple of sticks. Does not get through to the goaltender. Instead, comes back up near the blue line now. Summit maintaining control. Good passing around. Although that one, it was just taken off the stick, but while falling, they send the puck down into the Summit zone where they'll have to regroup here behind their own net. Turning, making their way up the boards. A puck crosses now over the center line. Summit maintaining control. Turning and firing it back in there. Number 15, Rowan Fraser. Gets it down deep all the way. Wild got a reset behind their own net with possession. Played up the boards. That one will be kept in, though, from the Summit. Does not get out. Played all the way across to the far side. D has time. Looks for another pass across going center. Did not get so, though. It gets deflected. Trying to feed a man right out in front there. Had the right idea, but just too many bodies out in front. That puck now dumped down deep into the Summit zone. Played back around to the far side. It'll be a race for it. Hack from the Wild. First one there. Plays it back to the blue line. Defenseman keeps it in. Plays it down deep. Now behind the net. No Summit man on the player from the Wild. Had a chance to sweep it out there. It was deflected, though, back down into the corner. Now played out again. Nobody out in front was able to handle that one. It goes wide all the way out there to number 87, who's Paxton Hegedus. Now that puck going to be coming up near the blue line again. Wild trying to get it out of their zone. Cannot chip it out, though. The Summit do keep it in. Make a nice move there. Try to get it down low, but it finds the stick of a Wild player instead. And now Wheatland will dump it off the boards. It'll go down near the blue line, where Summit picks it up. Look to turn and make that play right there was Felix Potvin. What a name. We got a Felix Potvin on the ice here today. And there's a big shot, and there's a goal! Manitoba Summit puts it on net from a pretty decent distance with a wrist shot. As we take a look at the replay here, and from near the top of the face-off circles, just goes over the glove hand and finds the back of the net. It is 2-1. A nice goal there for the Manitoba Summit.
An absolutely beautiful release as well.
Yeah, it definitely had some power on that wrist shot there to get it up and over the glove from that distance. Again, these are 2019 born. Or 2018, rather, I said. 2018. Still, regardless, these kids. Great power there on that shot as we get the goal call from Sean.
Manitoba Summit goal scored by number 98, Lawson Kyle. Assist to number 18, Sloan McIntosh. Time of that goal, 3:10. That's Kyle from McIntosh, 3:10 mark of the first period.
It's the Manitoba Summit now up 2-1 in this gold medal game. We've got ourselves just under 2.5 minutes remaining in the first frame. There will be no flood after the first period, but there will be a flood after the second. So in between first and second, don't go anywhere. Action will take only a brief pause. Right now the action continues down deep in the Wild zone, behind their net, looking to make a spin play. A great effort, though, from Summit there, getting control of that puck. Passing it back out once again. They're doing a great job of finding that D-man on the blue line. And even like right there, making a move, keeping possession, and finding the pass. Working the puck around the zone like a team beyond their years, Manitoba Summit here so far. Here's Wheatland Wild trying to do some of that themselves. Making a way down into the zone. A nice move there. There's a nice powerful shot. There's a good save as well. Another good wrist shot that we've seen here this morning. Wild going to keep that one in the zone for now. Back out in front. Ping pongs off a couple of sticks and bodies. Finds its way over to the near boards. Summit trying to clear it out of their zone. Unable to do so. Wild doing a good job of getting along the boards there and keeping that puck in. Now Summit's going to try going the other way, and they will find enough room to escape. And with some speed, making his way down the ice. Nice little play there from Caden Katchen.
Last minute of play in the first period.
1 minute to go here in the first period. Wild now with it once again. Speed coming up here on the near boards. Cuts from the boards through to center ice. Maintains control. There's a powerful wrist shot. That one goes just wide. Missing the net, picked up from Manitoba Summit, who makes a good play. Oh, and they could have been all alone there, a 2 or a 3-on-0, but a great play from the Wheatland Wild, although now it is going to be an offside call for Manitoba Summit. That was almost a big chance for Manitoba.
Just that simple pass to the middle for the breakaway would have been all it took. Just that extra pass. Always make it, always look for it.
Very close there. So we got our face-off happening, and that one going to be one from the Wild. They'll push it down into the zone of Manitoba Summit. Now they get it pushed back out into neutral. Reclaiming the zone is the Wild. A nice little move there, finding the center of the ice. The puck will go to a different player, shoots it just wide once again. Couple of nice chances there as they just rips the puck off the stick. A nice steal there. That's Wyanzek. Great steal from Wheatland Wild. Keeping that puck in the zone. Summit will regain it, though, and they'll dump it out. And the clock will run out here in the first period. And after 15 minutes of play in this 2018 division gold medal game, it is the Manitoba Summit 2, the Wheatland Wild 1. And Jude, when it comes to games like this, when a lot of teams have been so high scoring as of late, it's got to feel pretty good for the kids to manage that a little bit in the first period.
100%. I mean, all the past games that I was looking at earlier, it was like 15-1, 12-1, just high amounts of scoring. So for it to only be 2 after the first period is something incredible that this team's able to hold, as well as it's pretty awesome just seeing these kids have this amount of hockey IQ to set up these plays and get those passes across. Like you see it a lot with Manitoba here. They'll get it into Wheatland zone, and they play that offensive style so perfectly, and I think that's why they're winning here.
The coaches are doing a great job with the kids. At this age, at times, it could be like herding cats, as we all know, but that's part of the fun of it. And honestly, these kids, they are so dedicated to this game already at this age. It's great to see the love and the passion that they have for the game of hockey. And of course, here we are making the big game of it. Of course, we know that they're Just little guys. But this is the whole point, is that the AAA Hockey Challenge, trying to give the kids the big game experience here in Brandon. We got the game on the big screen here in the venue. You got it watching live on the stream. We got music, we got announcing, we got lights. Giving the kids everything we can here on this Gold Medal Sunday. Second period underway. A slip there from the Wild. Summit have got it in the zone. Good defensive play there from the Wheatland Wild, getting the puck back up into the neutral ice. Now turning and trying to send it back down. They're going to wave off icing on this, say that it was tipped. First player to it was a Summit player, but now taken over from the goal scorer from the Wild, Kaneshita. Here's the puck coming out through the neutral zone. It's going to be a breakaway. It's the Manitoba Summit. He rings it off the crossbar. Another massive chance there. We heard the ding from up in the production booth here.
I don't know how that didn't go in.
Audio does not travel that well in here, and we heard that ping. So that was a good shot from that youngster. That one had some power on it. Just a quarter-inch lower. That one was going bar down.
And you know the goalie's going to be really thankful about that one, just hearing that post and not it being in the back of the net again.
I was thinking Marc-Andre Fleury after post shots when the whistle would go. Turn around, give a little pat, give a little kiss, say thank you.
100%.
Here's the Summit with it. Coming up near the neutral zone. Good active stick there from the Wheatland Wild defenseman. That's number 4, Knox Hodgson. Here's the Summit going to have to try it again. They're again going to try that far side. Not able to maintain control coming into the zone. Here's Hodgson with it. He gets it up along the boards. Not out. Summit again with the great D-to-D passing along the blue line. We've seen that multiple times today. That one, however, is deflected and blocked. Here's Peterson. He's got room to go. Not quite a breakaway. Oh, he tried to make a move around to get even further clear. Unable to do so. Now we're going to get a penalty coming to Manitoba Summit as he had his stick just digging for the puck. They're going to call it a hold.
This is a big chance for Wheatland here to tie the game up and potentially even give the bench the extra boost that it needs to take the lead.
That is Levi Coldheart going to be going for 2 minutes for holding. Wheatland Wild have got themselves a power play here, down by 1. Just 2.5 minutes into the second period. One here from the Wild, however, cannot keep the zone. That one just poked outside the blue line.
It's turned over.
Here's the Summit. Summit making a nice move. Oh, and he scores! What a move! He found a little bit of opening on the space there on the left post. Goaltender thought he was going to be going wide. A little bit of trickery as we take a look at this right here. I think the goalie thought he was going to be playing it out further in front of the net. Well, we saw what the other goalie was doing during that goal, and that's fine.
Too many buttons.
There's a lot of buttons. There's a lot of buttons. As we get set here, it is now 3-1 Manitoba Summit. Shorthanded goal. We'll get the call from our PA announcer, Sean Alexander.
Manitoba Summit, shorthanded goal, scored by number 7, Banks Millier. Time of that goal, 12:16. That's Millier, shorthanded, unassisted, at the 12:16 mark of the second period.
3-1. Manitoba Summit are in the lead here. Here come the Wild. They're over the zone. Looking for another big wrist shot. That one right on the goaltender. Nice save there. Rebound. Pops right out into the side of the boards. Now maintained from Manitoba Summit. Look to turn around and go the other way. Make a pass up. That puck just gets across the blue line. However, picked up from the Wild. Look to get it right back into the zone. Turned over now. Summit have it. They chip it out. Now here's Wilson with it for the Wild. Wilson comes back around his own net. Plays it up along the boards. Just outside of the outreach stick there of Hegedus. Here's Hegedus now with it. Or Hegedus. Gets a shot away. That one deflected just wide. Paxton Stewart. This age group's leading goalie so far in this tourney with a .75. That one just squeaks through. Oh, glove side. I don't think the little goalie saw it. He seemed frustrated afterwards. I think there was a few too many bodies out in front. Here's the goal call for the second goal.
Wheatland Wild power play goal, his second of the game, scored by number 86, Wesley Kinoshita. Assist to number 22, Coulter Warburton. Time that power play goal, 10:59. Kinoshita from Warburton on the power play at 10:59 mark of the second period.
One goal game here in this gold medal game. Now 3-2, Manitoba Summit leading. It's the Wild right back with it. Puck down into the Summit zone. Summit, though, now with the puck, trying to clear it. Makes it move towards the center of the ice. Looking for the open man up. Does make the pass. Now in all alone. What a great pass for the breakaway. Is he have enough room, though? Just ran out of room. Tried to make a move there on the left-hand side. That was a great chance from Rowan Fraser of the Manitoba Summit. Just running out of room. Nice play there, looking for the open man going up ice. Great idea for Manitoba. Looking to get back to that 2-goal lead. Cruising down here now on the boards. Finding room out in front, trying to make a pass. Caden Katchen showing off some of the speed. Now here's the puck behind the net being poked at by 4 different players. That puck will come out along the boards. Summit with it. Another D-to-D pass. From the point, looking to get down. That one gets ricocheted in front, now turned over, and here's the Wild with it. Turned over again in the zone. And again, here's Wilson with it now. Wheatland Wilds, Manitoba Summit battling for it in the zone. Summit are going to have control. A turn and fire, right idea, trying to find the centering pass. Nobody there, however, and the Wild will just clear it out into center ice. Here comes the Summit with it. Big turnover at center ice, right to the Wheatland Wild, and a shot and massive save there. Here's the Summit trying again with the right play, trying to center it there. Back and forth. Great chances for both teams at both ends. There's another centering pass. That one going to go up to the boards and just squeak out past the blue line. Some will have to take it back and tag up, get onside. They do. Try to dump it in. That one gets stopped. Hit a couple skates. Try and reset again in the neutral zone. Summit with it. Makes a nice little move there. Coming around. Finding room. What a move. Gets the puck again and scores. Lawson Kyle. An amazing solo individual effort. Great move to get through both defensemen. And then on the goal, he makes a nice move. Puts that one just going glove side. Manitoba Summit now up 4-2 this game. While we wait for the official goal call, be coming from our PA voice, Sean.
Manitoba Summit goal scored by number 98, Lawson Kyle. Assist to number 15, Rowan Fraser. And number 8, Thomas Fair. Time of that goal, 7:55. That's Kyle from Fair. So Fraser and Fair at the 7:55 mark of the second period.
4-2. Manitoba Summit with the lead here and now have the puck once again. Makes a nice move to try and get around the defender, but a great job there from the Wild. Turning and burning up ice right there. Nice backhand attempt. That one goes just behind the net. Right out in front for the Wild. Takes a shot, and he scores! Wheatland Wild get one right back.
I believe it just trickles over the blocker right there, looking at the replay.
It does. Nicely placed shot from the Wheatland Wild. Makes this a one-goal game again. 4-3. Gold medal final. Just over 7 minutes remaining here in the second period. Oh. As we now go once again to our PA voice, Sean, and the goal call.
Wheatland Wild goal scored by number 87, Paxton Hedges. Assist to number 94, Bryson Wyonzak. And number 10, Caleb Swarita. Time of that goal, 7:03. That's Hedges from Wyonzak and Swarita at the 7:03 mark of the second period.
One-goal game. Gold medal final. The 2018 division. Here are the Brandon for Sports AAA Hockey Challenge. Here's Kinoshita. Already got a couple of goals. Working his way up. Lots of speed into the zone. Another powerful wrist shot. That one squeaks through the goaltender. We got a tie game.
How that went in, I don't know, but let's check out that replay.
Looks to be just a powerful shot. That one just squeaks through the armpit area on the blocker side. 4-4 game. Barn burner taking place here. As once again, we go to our P voice, Sean, with the call of the goal.
Wheatland Wild goal, his third of the game, scored by number 86, Wesley Kinoshita. Assist to number 22, Coulter Warburton. And number 28, Hunter Wilson. Time of that Wheatland goal, 6:22. That's Kinoshita's third of the game from Warburton and Wilson at the 6:22 mark of the second period.
As we're getting that goal announcement, an incredible save there happening down in the Wheatland zone. We're going to take a look at this replay. All alone breakaway. What a save, Noel Sobalski. Great job there. Keeping this a tie game. Wheatland Wild picking up the puck after that draw, getting it now down into the Manitoba Summit zone. Summit, though, retake possession, go behind their own goal, look to turn it out. That's number 15, Rowan Fraser. Turned over, though, by number 10, Caleb Swarita for the Wild. Now back up for the Summit once again. making a nice move there and playing it right out in front. A bouncing puck, it's on the goal line, and it's just poked in. It's another goal. Rowan Fraser. Great hard work play, just not giving up on that one, Jude.
100%. He crashes the net, and sure enough, the puck's there, and it's in the back of the net.
Look at this. He hits the post at first. A nice defensive play there for the Wild. Swarita tried to clear the puck. Unfortunately, went right onto the stick. Not unfortunately for Rowan Fraser, however, as he now makes this a 5-4 game for his Manitoba Summit. Great hard work and play there from the team.
You can tell both teams want it so badly, just back and forth, back and forth.
Here's the goal call with our PA announcer, Sean.
Manitoba Summit goal scored by number 15, Rowan Fraser. Assist to number 93, Dason Henderson. Time that Summit goal, 5:03. That's Fraser from Henderson at the 5:03 mark of the second period.
Back to a one-goal game here for Manitoba Summit leading, but it's the Wheatland Wild with the puck, looking to put some pressure, moving back up the ice, turn back over there. Having the puck, Manitoba Summit. Lawson Kyle, already a couple of goals. Coming up the ice, crossing center, crossing the blue line, onside. Still has room, takes a big shot. Nice glove save there from Sobalski. Puck goes behind the net, ricochets out. Wild trying to clear it. They could have a break here if he gets his head up and looks at the chance. It's going to be a 2-on-1 opportunity. Nice play across. That puck now gets deflected back down, played along the boards. It comes around and back out into the neutral ice territory. Summit trying to fight for it through three different Wild players, all right there though. Wild now clear it back out into neutral zone. Summit, nice move. Another nice move, get right out in front, and another big save. Sobalski sticking with his man. Still, the puck is loose. It's right out there out in front. Picks it up and fires it. That one goes just wide. Loose puck, still there. Sobalski trying to find it for the cover. Did not able to get his glove on it, however. Multiple opportunities there for the Summit to just poke it into the cage again, but Sobalski standing strong on the goal line. Here's a Summit right back into the zone, looking for another chance from the side of the net. Misfiring on that opportunity. Now here's the Wild, little one-on-one. Here's Wilson. What's he going to do? He tries to skate around, gets tripped up, and there's going to be a call here. And we are going to have a penalty coming to the Manitoba Summit after a nice hard-working skate there. The Wheatland Wild causing that penalty to be taken.
Wheatland has another huge opportunity to tie it, but as we've seen both times here, Manitoba has been able to get the shorthanded goal on them.
Yeah, so far. You know, something about this age group, sometimes it's a little bit of extra room on the ice somehow is what they need. It doesn't matter if they got the extra man or not. They just need one less body on the ice to find that space. Seems to be the case sometimes. Can they do it here? 2:36 left in the period. 2 minutes or less on the power play coming up here for the Wheatland Wild. That face-off won, though, from Manitoba Summit. A big win in their own zone.
Manitoba Summit penalty to number 18.
Turn around. Oh, fired it near their own net. Lucky bounce there that it went back to his own player. Now they look to dump it out and clear it, and they'll do so. That puck comes all the way back down into the Wild zone. Wild have it. Turn behind their own net. Looking to get some speed. Multiple goal scorer. Kinoshita, he's coming on up now. Still maintaining speed, skating through. Oh, he's going to have a good chance here. A nice shot, and another good save there. Paxton Stewart keeping this a one-goal game.
A little bit of deja vu there with that shot. Same spot, same windup.
Exactly, but staying strong this time. Buckling that chicken wing down on his arm, making the save is Stewart. Now here's his teammate from the Summit getting a chance. That one going just wide. That was Luca Vandenham with a nice chance. There's another chance right out in front. Sobalski's going to have to continue to be sharp here like he is. Getting lots of chances right along the goal line of the Summit, but Sobalski doing a great job redirecting that puck off into less dangerous areas. Here's Wilson now. Wilson for Wheatland, making their way up. Nice centering pass. Oh, rebound right there. Put just wide from Vandenham. Or rather, sorry, from Peterson. Braxton Peterson there.
Last minute of play in the second period.
We got 1 minute remaining here in the second period. 1 goal game. Kinoshita, multiple goal scorer for the Wild. Looking to tie up for his team here. Crossing the line again, gets another good shot away. That one, though, goes just wide of the net. It bounced around on the boards. Good centering pass in the Wild. Gets it to his teammate, gets a shot away. That one's under the pad. Paxton Stewart gets the save there. Covers for the whistle.
And truly great athleticism from the goalie there, getting from post to post to make that save. Something that takes a lot of skill and effort.
Teaching the young kids those T-bar pushes as a goalie, definitely credit to him there. Both these goalies showing off some of those fundamentals so far. Looks like we may have a timeout called. Did not officially see the call.
I'm unsure myself. I don't know what was going on. I think it's a timeout.
Timeout, Manitoba Summit.
So we got ourselves a timeout called here. 5-4, Summit lead. Again, wherever you're listening from, we would love to hear from you in the chat down below. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Last game, it was cool to get some viewers all the way from a beach in Mexico watching their family members play here. AAA Hockey Challenge, Championship Sunday. We got ourselves 35 seconds remaining here in this second frame. Face-off deep in the Manitoba zone. Won by the Summit. Around their own net. Looking to clear their zone. Some time and space now. Nice move. Nice stick handling. Good control there. That was Wilder Warkentin showing off some hands. This one going to be just dumped all the way down the ice from the Wheatland Wild. That will be icing with just over 8 seconds remaining. Face-off will be to the glove side of Noah Sobalski. Sobalski been great so far in this game, as has Stewart on the other side. 5-4 game, but goalies have been sharp. It's been good. Just been some good, well-played shots. Again, you got to remember, you got these guys playing on, for the first time, full-size NHL nets here as part of spring hockey, giving the kids kind of the big game experience.
Some minor confusion there.
I think they're just trying to show how they wanted to get, they want to put a winger.
There you got it.
Referee's doing his best to try at this age. There's a nice centering play. A shot, oh, just wide. That would have been an amazing opportunity. What a great drawn-up idea from the Summit coaches. Does not come to fruition, and with that, it is now a 5-4 lead after 2 periods of play. Coming up, we've got a full flood of the ice. We'll take a look at your first 2 period scoring summary, and we will get you all set up for the third period. Coming up next here, the J&G Homes Arena, you're listening to the Brandon Source for Sports AAA Hockey Challenge. Welcome back inside J&G Homes Arena and the Brandon Source for Sports AAA Hockey Challenge. We would like to take this opportunity to thank our main sponsor, Brandon Source for Sports. Appreciate everything that they do for the tournament, as well as our other great sponsors, the 2112 Hockey Group, Wendy's Summer Hockey League, the always popular Wendy's Winter Hockey League, our good friends at bdnmb.ca, College Hockey Family Advisor, CHFA, Follow Our Path, the City of Brandon, the Keystone Center, who are celebrating with their inaugural Keystone Center Benefit Foundation dinner coming up on Thursday, May the 14th. Legacy and Lights. Details of that online at keystonecenter.com. A massive thank you also to our sponsors at Little Italy Pizzeria, Shank's Driving Range and Grill, the good folks over at Wayback Burgers, Santa Lucia Pizza, and Wendy's. Just name a few of our sponsors here. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning on in today, no matter where you're listening from. Make sure to comment below. Let us know as we get set for the third period. That's coming up next of this gold medal game here at J&G Homes Arena. We'll take a full look at your period summaries coming up next. Welcome back inside of J&G Homes Arena, the AAA Hockey Challenge. My name is Chris Volkavich. You can call me Falco. Where that name comes from, in case you're wondering, I've been on the radio for about 20 years. And in high school, there was like 5 Chris's in our group of friends. So none of us, of course, went by our name. So after high school, getting into radio, just went with the nickname Falco. And it's kind of stuck. So even still here locally on 94.7 Star for 5 days a week. Not full-time anymore at this point. Love of radio, still keep going. But full-time with the Brandon University Bobcats. Over 10 years spent with the Brandon Wheat Kings, Director of Game Day Operations, Community Relations. And for the last few seasons, here at the Brandon Source for Sports AAA Hockey Challenge. Love broadcasting these games and giving the kids the big game experience. You know, for well over a decade, giving the Wheat Kings and now the Bobcats that big game feel, music, lights, of course, getting the crowd extra entertained and amped into it. Well, that's exactly what we're doing today for these guys. It is the 2018 Gold Medal Final, sponsored by our good friends at Precision Toyota. They're bringing you this 2018 division. It's our second of 4 gold medal games that are going to be happening here today. All of them we broadcast right here where you're watching us on YouTube. A big thanks for, again, watching and listening from wherever you may be. As we take a look at the game that we've had here so far, it has been a barn burner. We were expecting a very low-scoring affair looking at some of the stats, but these kids have come out firing. It is a 5-4 lead Wheatland. Wesley Kaneshita from Wheatland Wild began in the first, the 10:35 mark. Rowan Fraser, Manitoba, then tied it up before Kyle Lawson and Banks Muir. They scored back-to-back. That one now made it to 3-1. Kaneshita with his second of the game, 6th overall. Brought it back to within a 1-goal game. Lawson Kyle added another one. Paxton Hagedis, Wesley Kaneshita with his 3rd, and Rowan Fraser with his 2nd. We've had multiple goal scorers, and now we're set here for the 3rd period. Who's going to get to play hero on this 5-4 game? Gold medal on the line for the kids. After this period is done, I will be leaving you on the microphone and basically having to jog straight down. If you don't know J&G Homes Arena, unfortunately there's no staircase on our side of it to get down low, but I'll get down low as fast as I can to main ice level, and we'll have our special on-ice presentation of the silver and gold medal. And there's even a replica Stanley Cup for the kids to be skating around with once again this year. A real replica. Kids love that. That's all coming up here. But first, we got over 14 minutes left in this gold medal game, 3rd period, to decide who's going to have that opportunity. Wheatland Wild, Manitoba Summit. Face-off now, coming in the Manitoba zone after Paxton Stewart held the puck there for the whistle. Face-off coming to the blocker side of Stewart. It's going to be Coulter Warburton taking it, going against Dayson Henderson. Warburton versus Henderson. One from the Wild. They'll maintain control. Just beneath the goal line, looking for the pass out front. Finds a man and he scores! A fantastic backhand. Finds the opening. That's Ashton Swarita.
Absolutely beautiful. You see he's right in front of the net just waiting for that pass, and he gets it. And then next thing you know, it's just behind the net. It's a beautiful goal.
Ashton Swarita, right place, right time. And here with the goal call, our PA voice, Sean Alexander.
Wheatland Wild goal, scored by number 37, Ashton Swarita. Assist to number 10, Caleb Swarita. Time of that Wheatland goal, 13:54. Swarita from Swarita at the 13:54 mark of the 3rd period.
Swaritas combining on that goal right there for the Wheatland Wild to tie this one 5-5. Here's the Summit with puck control coming across the center line. Looking away out front. They're going to get a penalty called here to the Wheatland Wild. Going to be calling a tripping penalty. I think that was one of those just kind of hard-working penalties.
Have we seen the Summit on a power play yet this game?
Not the Summit, no. We have seen the other side twice now, but this should be the first power play.
This will be interesting to see how they'll run their power play here.
So far, they've been very on 5-on-5, very steady with finding those passes, controlling the zone, playing like a team that's mature beyond their years. Those blue line D-to-D passes, not something that just comes easily. Just like that right there, finding the open man, getting the shot down. Great job of pulling to one side the defenders, getting it back to the other, having an open shot. That one just wide, though. Now a centering opportunity. Here's Manitoba Summit. Nice move going right to left. Centers it right out in front. No time and space to move, though. Had Wild players all over them. They'll regain control, however. Flip it back in. In front of the net, Wild try to clear it. Unable to do so. Maintaining control are the Manitoba Summit. Now moving in along the boards and playing it deep was Thomas Fair. Getting it now deep beneath the goal line. Flipping it up high. Back to the man in between the two face-off dots, making a nice move there. That was number 44, Caton Katchen. Here's Katchen with it, spinning, going down low, backhanding, trying to find a man out in front. That one deflects, though, and goes behind the net. Now a couple of sticks jamming away at it. The Wild will now dump it all the way down. They are on the penalty kill, so no icing, of course. Here's the Summit now, back behind their net. 45 seconds remaining in the man advantage. A nice move there. One too many moves there. Unfortunately, offside for Manitoba Summit. They'll have 35 seconds remaining on this power play. Here's the face-off. One here from the Summit. Manitoba bringing it in along the boards, looking to play it down deep. Centering pass out in front. A nice active stick there from the Wild defenseman, stopping that from becoming a grade A dangerous play. Another nice pass all the way across. Manitoba Summit, a long shot on the net. A rebound. Another rebound. They put it in. Good hard work and play, Manitoba Summit. What a selly/fall, and everybody is just excited.
Looks like the puck was just sitting there on the line. Oh, no, he toe drags it. All right.
Oh, it was, that was about rebound number 3 right there. Not much Paxton Stewart can, or not Paxton Stewart, rather. That was Noah Sobalski down that side. Not much Noah can do there. I mean, he made the first couple of stops, but after that, wide open net to push it into.
There's only so much your goalie can do for you and buy you out.
That's right. It is now a 6-5 lead for Manitoba Summit. As once again, we'll get ready to go to your in-arena PA voice. Sean Alexander with the call of that last goal.
Manitoba Summit power play goal, scored by number 7, Banks Millier. Assist to number 18, Sloan McIntosh. And number 87, Luca Vandenham. Time of that goal, 11:33. That's Millier from McIntosh and Vandenham, the 11:33 mark of the third period.
6-5 now, this game. 2018 gold medal final. Face-off outside of the Manitoba Summit zone. That face-off one from the Summit. Skate back in the zone, turn, try and find some space and room. Skates around a couple of men. Now he gets tripped up and falls. They're going to be calling this one a penalty. Delayed penalty coming up. Goalie heading to the bench, but Wild are going to touch it. And Wheatland Wild, who just gave up a shorthanded goal, are going down a man once again. And again, Jude, much like the last penalty, nothing nefarious, just the kids working hard, trying to get puck control, and unfortunately sometimes the stick ends up in the skates rather than on the puck.
That's why you always got to make sure you're moving your feet. The second you stop moving your feet and pushing, all that might onto that play, penalties happen, and right there it shows. But I believe that Wheatland can, pull this one off, and I believe they have 6 players on the ice currently as I'm speaking. But yeah, no, I
extra
believe,
man advantage. That's all. He's gonna resort this out.
But no, I believe that Wheatland can pull this one off and clear it.
Number 28, Hunter Wilson. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of that penalty, 10:38.
Here's the Summit having control inside the Wild zone. A nice pass back up to the blue line. D-man slaps that one back in along the boards. Be picked up though from the Wild. Now back into the control of the Summit. Summit player making a couple of moves. Looking to get a shot away, unable to do so. Believe that was Banks Mayer. Here comes another nice play. Good puck battle there amongst those 2 players. Going to be offside here for a while. They got to hold up, and they are so. And here's Manitoba back behind their own net. 1:10 remaining on this power play. Looking for the pass up, intercepted instead. Kept down deep from the Wild. Great job here on the penalty kill. They're going to maintain. They cross back over. But it's going to be called offside. Just under 1 minute left on the penalty to the Wheatland Wild.
Honestly, watching that, you'd almost think that's 5-on-5. They were controlling it really well in their own end there.
Like we were saying, sometimes at this age, it's not about the man advantage. It's about just having extra room even on the ice. Some place to skate. And some of these kids have that speed. If they see that opening, even if they're down a man, they're going to take it. We saw that in the last game as well. Here we go right now, though. Manitoba Summit in their own zone on the power play. Look for the pass up. That one a little bit too far. Going to be taken over from the Wild. Smartly killing some more time. Just goes all the way back down. Nice little move there around the defender. Looking now to skate up the ice. Loses the puck, though, at the blue line. That one going to go back behind the Wild net. Being fought after from a couple of players trying to battle for that puck. Turned over now. Wild got it. Coming up near their own blue line. Crossing over. Crossing the center line. Has a bit of room there on that far side to maybe get a shot away. It deflects off the defender. Goes just wide of the net. Bounces out on front on this side. Here's now the Summit with it. Backhanding it up near the blue line. Kept in for now from the Wild. Trying to keep it in that blue line. Still riding the line. No, it came just out and across. And they will whistle that one down for another offside. Coming up next here at J&G Homes Arena, we do got the Manitoba Force taking on the Central Plains Capitals. Obviously the Force in full gear and getting ready down beneath us in the production booth here. This is the game number 2 of 4 gold medal games that we have here across multiple age divisions. This is the 2018 division. A shot in net there, being covered up from the Wild goaltender. Puck drop will be coming there to left-hand side of goalie Noel Sobalski. Face-off win, another chance right on the net, another cover, another face-off. Exact same spot coming here to the glove side of Sobalski. There's a quick face-off win and a shot and a goal. Manitoba Summit with a set play off of the face-off. Goes right to the winger who wastes no time getting a shot away. That one just outside the outstretched leg.
Catching the goalie when he wasn't ready. Smart move, fast shot, bound to go in.
Very tough there. I mean, Cybulski playing from the face-off dot. Again, that's a big net to try and cover and push across there. Very little chance. Great play there. As we get the goal call from, again, our in-arena PA voice, Sean.
Manitoba Summit goal, scored by number 8, Thomas Fair. Assist to number 15, Rowan Fraser. Time of that goal, 7:55. That's Fair from Fraser at the 7:55 mark of the third period.
2-goal game once again. Could it be a 3-goal game? It is! Manitoba Summit once again. Right as the goal call was finishing, coming down. Had himself a breakaway, raises that one over the glove. Again, Cybulski, not much he can do. He had another Manitoba Summit player coming down on the other wing. Had it almost played for the pass, possibly. It's a big net to cover.
It's a very tough one as a goalie.
Looks like we're beginning a timeout called here. I believe we already had one for Manitoba, so this must be the Wheatland Wild. Which would make sense right now. Call this timeout. 2 goals at this age level is nothing. We have seen comebacks much larger than that at these AAA hockey challenges. I mean, we've already seen 12 goals scored here this game, Jude. We didn't think we were going to be seeing a very high-scoring game.
No, I wasn't expecting this much goals in one game, especially for a gold medal. I mean,
we have seen high-scoring games before in this tournament with this age level, of course, but heading into today, both the goals against have already been surpassed from these teams. So these guys finding a way to light the lamp. Can the Wheatland Wild, though, light it at least 2 more times, find a way to tie it up here as we enter the final stretch of the third period? Here's the latest goal call from Sean.
Manitoba Summit goal, scored by number 18, Sloan McIntosh. Assist to number 88, Levi Coulthard. Time of that goal, 7:21. McIntosh from Coulthard at the 7:21 mark of the third period.
We had a nice save down here during that. Manitoba Summit goalie Paxton Stewart keeping his team in it. Now here's the Wild pressing, coming back down again. This could be a 2-on-1 opportunity. Looking to skate across. Nice defensive stick there. Breaks up that play, though.
almost gets the pass.
That was number 12, Felix Potvin. Potvin doing a great job there breaking that one up. Here's a wraparound attempt from the Wild, trying to dig away at it. A couple pushing and shoving there, just trying to fight for the puck. But Stewart going to be freezing that one.
Things are bound to get heated in a game like this. You know, winner takes it all.
You know, the kids want to wear that gold medal. They want to skate around with the replica Stanley Cup. Here's the puck squirting down into the Wild zone. Wild will be the first ones on it, though. Turn around, trying to get it out. Instead, that one's intercepted from the Summit, who now keep the puck in the Wheatland area. Wheatland will pick it up, though. Trying to get it outside the blue line. Not able to do so yet. Still not able to do so. Good job here from Manitoba Summit. Not giving Wheatland that much room and space to work. Now, however, the Wild do find some room. Moving on up on the far wing, tries to center it. Oh, right out in front. That was a nice idea. Unfortunately, it went to Summit player and dumped back down the ice. Not far enough for icing. And Wheatland will have to come all the way back down. Playing that puck off the boards. Intercepted from the Summit, who keep that pressure down there in the Wheatland zone. Puck fired back down low. Wheatland Wild with it. Turning and coming back up around. Here's the Manitoba Summit crossing the blue line. Puck down by the faceoff dot. Centering opportunity. Nobody there. It goes over to the far boards. Continue to battle for it before now they dump it all the way down to Wheatland. And it's going to go all the way for icing. Still 2-goal lead here for Manitoba Summit. Just a little over 4.5 minutes remaining in the third period.
Still plenty of time left for, Wheatland here. I mean, game's not done until that buzzer goes. Here's
the face-off coming to the glove side. Glove side of Wild goalie Cybulski. D-to-D pass once again. Back to the other side here. Great job at moving the players from side to side, trying to create an open lane there for the Summit to get a shot from the blue line. Wild trying to push that puck down deep. Struggling forward at the blue line right now. That puck going to be instead picked up here. Manitoba Summit in. That's Sloan McIntosh with a chance. Right out in front, McIntosh. Appear to be a great save from Cybulski. Here comes the Wild now. Going to be dumping the puck all the way down. It'll be on net, which will negate the icing call. And they're going to be holding it here. Paxton Stewart holds it for the faceoff. That'll be coming to his blocker side.
Some confusion, I think, on the bench with Wheatland there having.
They had 7 players there. I don't think they're going to get away with that one. They're down by 2, or down by 3 rather.
Didn't know we were at the Olympics.
Trying to play a couple extra players. Olympic referees possibly, but no, they didn't let it happen. So better than the Olympics. Here we go, as it is a puck coming up into the neutral zone here. Manitoba Summit, they got some speed moving up that right side. Going to get some more time here. Centers it right across.
Ooh.
A real nice attempt there. Meanwhile, now the goalie stick for Noel. It is nowhere near his crease. His defenseman's going to, I think, go back and was going to try and help him get it, but now he's got to stay in the play. No stick for goaltender. Oh, and a big shot. That one goes just wide.
I don't know how that.
Here you go.
Yeah.
The defender now picking up his goalie stick. Is going to give it back to him. There's a good teammate helping him out. Oh, but the goalie, he dropped the stick again. He's working to pick it up. He now has it, getting ready. Might be just in time to face a shot here. Oh, my goodness. And they score.
Picks up the rebound.
Noel was struggling to get back in position after dropping the stick. He did make that first save, but it was the rebound. It was the second shot. As the player was skating through there, no chance for him to get onto that one. And with that, it's now a 9-5 game. Just under 3 minutes remaining in this championship game. A reminder that once we're done here, we'll be going live on the ice for a special post-game medal ceremony that's going to be happening as we get to call that last goal here from our PA announcer, Sean Alexander.
Manitoba Summit goal, scored by number 18, Sloan McIntosh. Assist to number 7, Banks Millier. And number 44, Caden Katchen. Time that Summit goal, 2:53. That's McIntosh from Millier and Katchen at the 2:53 mark of the third period.
Here's the puck now, bouncing back down up into the Wild territory. Manitoba Summit back on the puck. Looking to center it right out in front again. There's a shot getting away. That one trickles just wide of the net. As we got that puck there on the far boards being battled for right along the blue line. And with 90 seconds left to go, I am going to take this headset off and make my way downstairs for the special post-game ceremonies. I'll leave you in the hands of Jude and Sean here to take you guys through the rest of the game.
All right, approaching the final minute of play here, which I'm going to have to announce to the arena crew. Last minute of play in the third period.
At the end of the day, what an amazing performance from both teams. I mean, to get this far in a tournament like this, it's truly something special, despite the outcome that may happen.
Well, it really only opened up here in the third period. I mean, it was pretty close otherwise for both teams. So, yeah, nothing to hang your head about for sure. Like, both teams put it all on the ice, and this has been very entertaining.
And a lot closer than I originally thought it was going to be.
Just a little bit of play left here. Face off just to the left of the Wheatland goaltender. Getting a lot of cheering from the crowd now in this final 45 seconds. Summit with holding the zone down here in the Wheatland territory. Wheatland getting a breakout at center. Just kind of gets held up in the neutral zone here. About 30 seconds to go here in this second game of the day. Summit takes another shot from distance. Saved by the Wheatland goaltender for another whistle. 23.2 on the clock. This face-off will just be to the right of Wheatland goaltender. Puck is down, clock is running. Wheatland with possession. Takes it around their zone, gonna try and break it out. Trying to hold the Summit off. Summit are able to keep it in. Little backhand shot. Oh, possible scoring opportunity here. Whoa, big save by the goalie.
I thought it went in.
Apparently it did go in, yeah. You are correct.
Well, I didn't get the replay on that, so hopefully everyone saw that.
Like Chris was saying earlier, that net is in the far end from our point of view, in which we have to look through both glass and a net, and just the way it ricocheted, I almost thought it went off the goalie and over, but apparently went through.
As the final second of this game will tick, the Manitoba Summit will submit the Wheatland Wild to win it all. Congratulations.
Summit take it here. I'm going to do one more goal announcement, and then we'll send it down to Chris at ice level.
Chris is texting us.
Yeah, if you guys watch the iPad, I see if I get a little bit down. Okay.